Welcome back to Crystal Palace. Welcome back to the Europa League. We've 2 European games today, as well as 3 league fixtures. And the European ones start easier and get more difficult, and so do the league games, really. We've actually not had that bad a start to life in the Europa League at all. We're sat 5th currently after 2 wins and a draw, so things are going well. Trabzonspor, our first opponents on that front. Then we have Juventus later in the day, so that one's going to be a bit more difficult. And then we start with Southampton in the Premier League, and then we've got Chelsea and Bournemouth. Bournemouth are actually having a decent season as well. I'm not too sure where Chelsea are in the league, but at the minute their squad is going to be very good regardless, so whether they are 20th, they will always turn up against me. So we'll sim the first 2 and then play the next 3, because they're the best, the most difficult fixtures of the month, and hopefully we can make it 5 from 5, but it might not be 5 from 5. But, oh yeah, Curtis Jones is still injured for another 3 to 4 weeks or so. 1-0 win to Trabzonspor in that one, so that's not gone that well. Maybe I should play with the fringe side, but still sim with the full strength side in the Premier League. I'm not sure. Regardless, Southampton are second bottom at the minute, but it's kind of hard to be bottom when Birmingham have lost all but 1 game so far this season, and we're in the second week of November. So Birmingham are having a wonderful time. Southampton's record is probably going to get beaten here at this rate. John Duran will be starting more often than not for us at the minute moving forward. We get a 3-0 win. Adam Wharton, Amora and Sarr with the goals. So, wow. Birmingham score 3 goals and still don't get any points. That is 11 defeats in 12 games. No, just 10 defeats in 11 games. Oh dear. Birmingham are having a tough time of it right now. Saints stay second bottom with defeat to us. West Ham are down there. Brighton are down there too, which is a surprise. Ipswich is struggling as well as Brentford. Chelsea 12th, to be fair. Chelsea and Bournemouth. Chelsea the worst of the sides we're supposedly about to play this season. Well, or this episode. It is Chelsea next, I think, and then Juventus, is it? It is indeed. 7th will play 12th. And that's coming up in, actually, 12 days' time after an international break. So do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. Really appreciate it. It does help push the content to new audiences as well. So continually helps the channel to try and grow. We've been a bit stagnant for about half a decade now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Link in the description down below to Twitch and to Kick. Of course, I stream here on YouTube as well if you want to watch here, if this is your preferred platform for streams as well as videos. But for now, I'm going to head to Stamford Bridge and try and get 3 points there as well. It's Chelsea's 4-2-3-1, lining up with Philip Jurgensen in goal for them still. Fresneda at right back, Colwill, Mancini and Harto. Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, with Estevao, Garnacho, Pino and João Pedro up top. It's a very underwhelming Chelsea side. Only... Oh, I forgot to change the thingy. Only the 2 centre mids are of any real quality. I'll actually show you their ratings here. 80, 83 for Mancini is as good as it gets anywhere else in the outfield. Fresneda's their best right back at 77. They recently sold Reece James in the most recent transfer window, of course. Caicedo and Fernandez are obviously great. Estevao, Pino's 86 to be fair. Garnacho and João Pedro. But then just a team of, just a whole squad of like not quite good enoughs for a side with the recent history and ambitions of Chelsea. So it is a surprise to see them still as low rated as they are, and of course sell off the better talents like Cole Palmer and Reece James. I really don't know why they would have done that and not replaced them. Obviously we've got player-based difficulty turned on, and we have found it a bit more of a challenge this season as a result. But there aren't really any star players at Chelsea left other than Caicedo and Fernandez, are there really, for player-based difficulty to actually impact. Wharton inside to Timber here. I'll try and squeeze that through the gap to Sarr, and it just didn't quite come off, and perhaps it's not really the best of passes to try and play in the early stages. That sort of risky pass in the centre of midfield where you could get caught on the counter. Caicedo to Enzo, Enzo to Harto. Trying to win it back but can't. And Yoral Harto's just run straight into Malagusto, which is now going to allow Ismaila Sarr free. Mancini's with me. He's not going to get to that. And John Duran is going to turn and look to whip it. But unfortunately has whipped it wide. Estevao. João Pedro. It's good footwork. And he's getting away from me. Esteval's been a real talent to arrive at Chelsea in real life. I have a funny feeling next year, if he continues like this for the whole season, might find himself 83 or 84 rated to start a save, and with much higher, well, his potential is pretty high as it is, but maybe even higher. Inside looking for John Duran, but can't get past Mancini this time. Ismail Assar, 20 minutes in. Chelsea keep having a look, and then deciding, better to give possession away and concede a counter-attack opportunity than it is to actually stand a chance of scoring. Garnacho, Enzo Fernandez, and they hit the bar as I talk about it. And this time wide by Garnacho, who was offside anyway. Well, that was close, wasn't it? I get this to Amora, and he's in. Oh, it's a great challenge by Fresneda, to be fair. He's gotten back to me well. João Pedro bossing it back there. That was really good. Diamande going to try and chase Esteval here, but easier said than done. That was not safe from the goalkeeper, to say the least, but in the end we're able to scramble it clear. Well, I have to be honest, Chelsea have been just as dangerous as we have, in that we've not been that dangerous, and they are starting to get a little bit closer. Half time at 0-0, but there's goals in this. Jeremy Pino, Harto, Enzo Fernandez. That's a great ball through to Jeremy Pino. And he's in the box here. Oh, it's going in. No, it's not. Don't panic. It's not going in at all. It's going over the bar. First thing Jeremy Pino's really done all day. And, well, it nearly was an absolute worldie from him from the outside of the boot. From the outside of the box. An hour played. I can't say as we've actually looked too much like scoring in this second half thus far. Keep getting towards the edge of the box and then not having that final ball. Or the defenders just step in with a good interception. But I'm hoping maybe Ismail Assar in behind can be the one to unlock their defensive line. And Jurgensen makes a very good save at his near post. That's going to be Garnacho off for... No, it's not. Was it? Not sure who's gone off there. I thought 49 was Garnacho. That's Liam Delat coming on for them. It was Garnacho going off for Andre Santos and Delat for João Pedro, presumably. Yes, indeed it is. Can we get to that? Harto's gotten up to it. Esteval clears. Malo Gusto against his former team was about to pull the trigger and ran into Liam Delat. Tell it's first game of the day, can't you? Challenge. Missed him. He might be off. Briefly, the ball was there. Then it's gone. Weston McKennie was about to get substituted off. I think he might be going off the pitch either which way, but whether it's for someone else, it is for someone else, not to send us down to 10. I get a little bit lucky there. Someone in chat just put frustrated Noid, and that is absolutely correct. Weston McKennie and Urian Timber go off now. I've called on Shepherd, the youngster Shepherd, in the final, well, now 5 minutes. It was going to be final 20 to try and do something for me here. And hopefully he can help come up with the goods. He's been involved at least already. He's going. And he's going to play Ismail Assar, and he might get an assist here. No, Yoral Harto's got the pace, and Sar's just too close to the defender before he can turn inside, and it's another one of those opportunities where we catch them on some sort of break and just don't have the quality for the chance at the end of it. That was take one for the team. For Shepherd. It will just be a yellow. Jeremy Pino, Malagusto's there. Well, that is a really, really annoying, really disappointing 0-0 draw to start us off at Stamford Bridge. There could have been 4 goals in that, and there weren't any. Right, Juventus, Michele Di Gregorio in goal. Milos Kerkez at left mid with Mark Cucurella at left back. Bremer, Gatti and Cancelo, the rest of the back line. Jonathan David leading the line. Kenan Yildiz there at Cam, who's very good. Conceição out on the right-hand side. Former Aston Villa man Douglas Luiz. Partners Locatelli in the midfield for them. They are particularly impressive. This Juventus side, they did initially line up with 3 backs. Obviously, we had to tweak that, otherwise they'd have been too easy to play against. I have a funny feeling this 4-2-3-1 is not going to be very easy to play against at all. And then... Oh, the footwork from Yildiz there. You see that? That was unreal. That's got to be player-based difficulty at play there. That's unreal. That's unbelievable. Right, John Duran, support arriving. There's Weston McKennie. Yeah, not really got anywhere to go. Immediately feels a little bit like Chelsea there. got to the edge of the box and then went, now what? There's a bit of space here for Sarr. It's a great takedown too. Two defenders to try and get away from. And get away from them he has. Drill it in. What a block by Gatti. What a block by... He had his back to the play initially as the ball came into the box. And he's still able to get on the end of it. Can we win that header? I mean, yeah. But not with any real meaning. Burst of acceleration's nice there. We bring Timber across. Timber's done really well. Cucurella's pushed forward. It's going to stretch their back line. I get lucky. Very, very lucky. Sarr, tuck that back. And it's Weston McKennie against his former team who hits the bar. Duran. No, can't quite get there. Gatti's up. Weston McKennie. Wharton on his left. Keeper was fully committed to the dive, but defender in the way of it. Oh, Weston McKennie. Inches away from an absolute worldie of a goal. Yield is. Right, Palace feel like me now. Not Palace. Juventus feel like me against Chelsea now themselves. Edge of the box. Not really anything to do with it. Or not really knowing what to do with it. Trying to work this about so we can have the chance again. It's McKennie for a second time. And Di Gregorio makes another good save. Right, let's get this on a Crystal Palace head, please. No, that's Douglas Luiz. It's Slater. It's... No. Right, we've had 5 chances in that first half, despite barely having any of the ball whatsoever. So, if we can have a bit more possession in this second half, then surely, with just as many chances, if not hopefully a few more, we can find a way through against this Juventus side. This is probably, well, it's not even probably, it definitely is, on paper, our most difficult fixture of this league phase. Obviously, we've lost to Trabzonspor and drawn with another lesser side that we would have expected to beat. I can't quite remember who it was off the top of my head. Here, this back. It's Weston McKennie again, looking for Sarr. Lovely spin. Didn't really want the fake Rabona there, to be completely honest, but you get what you're given when everybody's got bloody 5-star skills. There is a mod that has been brought to my attention that actually deactivates the growth of weak foot and star skills in the development plans, which is something that I would be open to looking into using on PC. I'm going to drive inside with a view to then hopefully getting out to Amora, but Conceição just got a toe in there and it just took the ball away from Wharton, so I wasn't able to do what I wanted to. There are a few mods actually I'm looking into potentially utilising for the FC26 cycle. If there's anything that you guys in the YouTube comment section think you might like to see modded, then do let me know. Things like the weak foot skill move stuff, things like maybe graphic licensing for competitions that aren't licensed in the game, like the Carabao Cup, like the FA Cup, etc. And when we get to other saves, stuff from other countries too. And if there's anything else you might like, then do let me know and I can potentially look into it. McKennie. Christo would think this over. Duran brings that down really well. Wharton. Amora's the go-to here. John Duran's calling for it. He's got up to it, but it is straight. It's not the first time Di Gregorio's done that in this game. It's the second time he's kicked the ball straight out of play like that. Well, get out of the way of each other, please. Continually, we're going to have another game full of chances that looks like it's probably... Oh, chill. That looks like it's probably going to end 0-0. That is really poor, Danny Slater, and it's not the first time you've done that either. Come on, mate. Don't tell me at 66 rated you were brilliant, and now at 72, actually, you're going to start playing like a lower-rated player. That doesn't make any sense, but I just kind of feel like that's the way things are going. And then Conceição is just too busy trying to beat everybody himself. Right, now, find the right ball. Brilliant pass. Find the right ball. No! Come on! How are these... Oh, how are we not taking those opportunities? It's just not good enough. Oh, at this level, passes like that have got to make it through the gap. The first pass does, the second pass doesn't, and it's just not good enough. Another 0-0, but even more chances in this one. 7 for us in total in the game. Only 2 more in that second half, though, and they only had 1 more in the second half. Both sides seemingly shut up shop. Oh, God, it's annoying. Please score against Bournemouth, Ches. Right, Bournemouth have brought with them, alongside Iraola as manager, Georgi Petrovic, Araujo, Diakite, Senesi and Trufa, Tyler Adams and Ryan Christie, Hamed Junior Traore, Fatou Kluivert and Adley. No Semenyo. He's moved on elsewhere in this save. All 3 of Bournemouth's kits kind of clashed a bit with mine. So they're playing pretty in pink for this one. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Keepers up. It's Kluivert. It's just rushing at me. Justin Kluivert with runners all around as well. 1 found and Dino holds on. This is all Bournemouth. All Bournemouth in the opening 20 minutes or so. We've had barely anything going the other way. I think he might just have been off. Neil. Yeah. But it might also just have been on. It was close. More in behind. Please be on. Please be on. Please be on. God fucking damn it. Right, bit of space. Uche in the gap. No, it's meant for Uche! Ah! We're 0-0 at half time for the 3rd game in a row. Please, for the love of all things holy. Have a shot, let alone score a goal. Shepherd, Ezozuli. How about both at one? Yes! God! Abdi! Thank you! 1-0 Palace. Ezozuli. Fancy back heel. And back to Ezozuli again. Work it well. Uche. Uche. Oh, that is quintessential Kristantis Uche from last season. We've not seen enough of that this year. Only his 2nd goal in 8 Premier League appearances. But it's enough to get us the goal here as well. To win by 2-0. Timber will get this across to Ismail Assar. First time into Uche. He will then wait and play it to Sarr again. Drill it into the middle. Oh, and I can't quite get there. It is a corner. Senesi does well. Ezozuli with a delivery. Here's Diamande. Brilliant save by Petrovic. On target, on its way in. Stopped superbly. Reed from range. No. Got possession. And that will be game here. He was only pushing forward. Love that sort of positivity. Uche around the corner maybe. No, Uche just kind of stood there. Sarr around the corner maybe. Yeah, Ismaila's on the move. Here's Uche again. I'd love to try and get Shepherd a goal. Never mind. Quinton Timber. Straight into the face of Senesi. Knocks the face of Senesi into the arm of Senesi. And a penalty is given. Ooh, the arm is out away from the body, but was it in an unnatural position? I mean, the arm is coming forward. It's by his side in a relatively natural position, but he's just... I think that would be harsh. I think that would be harsh to give. We shall miss it with Ismail Assar. And just 2-0 will do us for today. Oh no! 2-0 will do. I'll be honest, after the first 2 games, 1-0 would have done. So I'd be very, very pleased with Uche's 2nd goal as well. And 3 points to add to the tally. Good. I would have liked more today, but can't get everything all at once, can you? I'd rather be in form at the end of the season than in form now and fall off. I'd rather build up slowly as the season goes along. And we're still 6th, and we're only a point outside the top 4. So despite the fact we feel slightly underwhelmed with the amount of draws we've been getting and disappointed with the results as a whole, to still be within touching distance of the Champions League spots and only 4 points off top, it certainly shows that with the continued growth we could get for the remainder of the season from the side, that absolutely we're going to be there or thereabouts for the top 4 this year. So as we push into December, where things get even busier, we're going to find out exactly how good this team can be and how good our depth actually is. 82? Not really. 85 potential. At 63 now, that might be worth a look for Ethan. we'll sign him up, but the rest I'm going to say no to. And we'll have a look at the other one for the centre mids. I think we've got enough centre mids really now. But if there's an absolute worldie, we'll contemplate it. Ethan Allison, 85 potential, 61 now. 6'5". There might be a potential change to centre back there. That's worth exploring at the very least, Ethan Allison. Let's explore that, shall we? Let's have a quick look at you. Are we going to potentially have found in the search for a CDM? Are we potentially going to have found actually quite handy centre back?
No. It's still going to be in the academy, isn't it, Ches? Yeah, well done, mate.
Hiya, pal. Oh, God, such a moron I am sometimes, aren't I? Let's see. Centre back, 27 weeks to a centre back. Jumping of 57. Well, we don't need any more centre mids. So we might as well change him to a centre back and see what happens. Davison, 90 rated potential for him. Hello, Jackson. How are you, sir? Inside forward, maybe? He's a right mid, but his passing stats aren't great. His shooting is better than his passing to start with. So let's just get the shooting up and change him to an inside forward. Maybe even make him a right winger. That's going to take 2 weeks. Let's do that, and then we can train him. And then Brooks, potential of 85. Let's do inside forward for you as well. Actually, to be fair, well, we don't play with a mid. We play with inside forwards, don't we? So I could try and... he might be alright. It's a striker, you know. How tall is he? How tall are you, Mr. Brooks? 5'8". You are not a striker, mate. You'll stay as a winger. Okay. Alright, inside forward, we'll leave him on then. The youth setup has... What would be unreal is to find someone that's like 67, 68 rated to begin with. That would be unbelievable. But we haven't been that lucky yet. But we might not need to be that lucky because a lot of the youngsters we have found have started to grow quite well. Well, I leave you with December on the way as we come back next week. Wolves, Liverpool, Bruges, Man United, Forest, Arsenal, Ipswich, Sunderland to head us into the January transfer window where we've been drawn Brentford in the FA Cup and we might well hopefully have 2 more Carabao Cup games as well. So January is already just as busy as December and it could yet get busier still. We're going to need that squad depth. Some of those youngsters might actually get the chance to play already. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying it. Appreciate it very much. We got a win and scored some goals in the end. It was worth the wait. I'll see you tomorrow. No, I'll see you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.